Hello, so previously I have done my coursework art sketchbook and my coursework textile sketchbook, but I haven't actually done my exam work piece for my art sketchbook. So I'm gonna show you. This is my front cover because I don't like leaving them plain. But this year it was based on the 4 elements: earth, water, fire and air. So I'm trying to make everything look as visually nice as possible, and yeah, that's a mind map. Apparently we're going to make big mind maps to explore every idea possible, so as you can tell, I tried to do that as best as possible. We did some experimentations within class. We were each given an image and then we had to manipulate that, and so I just stuck that all in and tried to make that look pretty. And then it goes on to primary research. All the images to the left on that page are my own images. And then I just did some rough sketches and paintings in different media. They're not particularly the best, but they're just to explore different media. My first artist is Daisy So. Now, Daisy So is a hyperrealism artist and does all of those pictures in charcoal. I know, what? Okay. And so I tried my best right here to draw that, but I did that in pencil and a little bit of watercolour here. And then I roughly did that here, and I experimented here with some glue gun and trying to get that dripping effect of water. So as you can see, that I'm narrowing down my choices right down to the element of water, because let's face it, fire's hard to draw. Earth, I did that last time because I did flowers and stuff, and well, air, I didn't really have much imagination for air. You may recognise my sister Kez. I use her throughout this. I got to take a lot of pictures of her because I needed my own primary images. Those images are not stuck there, but they're stuck later on, and so I try all of this out, a bit of screen printing with different coloured inks, and I explain just throughout what I think of each. Then I have a watercolour piece right there, and some images of my primary work there. Okay, now I'm just experimenting with different media because I want to narrow it down as quickly as possible, but while still exploring every possible route. So here I have acrylic, which is watered down, and here I have oil pastels. Oil pastels kind of are relative to water because it's a water resistant technique. My next artist is a photographer called Tim Tadder. He takes HD photos? Yeah, he takes HD photos of people underwater, and so I tried my very best with my dad's underwater camera, but as you can see they're a bit blurry. So yeah, I picked one photo, told the examiner why I like it, and tried that out in a few pieces of media. That isn't very good, but that was just a quick rough piece. I then experiment with one of his images and try it out with acrylic to try and get the manipulative effect with it. Then I try with ink and watercolour, explaining each time why I picked it. And then I have my lovely analysis and my next artist, Erica Craig. She does very realistic but not hyper-realism paintings, so I tried my own here in acrylic. Here I was experimenting with acrylic, and then I tried some here, watering down acrylic as best as I could, and then we go on to watercolour. I later on experiment with watercolour and acrylic, but here's just some salt and watercolour experimentations. And here is Isabel Decline, I think I've pronounced her right. She's an Australian artist and she does watercolour pieces and layers different colours on top of one another. And so I start to finalised down with some more images of my final piece. So here is a picture of my sister that I painted, and then here's another one explaining why I didn't like it. Here's like acrylic working into watercolour, watercolour working into acrylic. I really want to do this one for my final piece, or something similar, on that canvas there. I don't know how I'm going to put it on there, but it's going to be interesting. And then I have my finalised images right here, and a last experimentation here. I still have to do a bit more to add to it, but I start my exam tomorrow. I do 3 hours tomorrow and then 5 hours on Thursday. So I hope you liked watching this. If you would like to see more of my art, visit www.tjlay.co.uk. You can also buy some art and shoes and t-shirts, so why don't you just hop along there. Hope you enjoyed this. Bye!